So today we're going to look at how to create digital letterhead with Word. And this is very nice because we want to be able to have a letterhead that you can't mess around with. So if I open one that I've made in the past, we can have a look at what that's going to look like in the end. So here's the letterhead. It's a Word document. And as you can see, you have the letterhead on the top, the logo on the top, and something on the bottom here, in your header and your footer. Now, when I start writing, I can start writing on top of it if I like, and it's not going to mess around with it. So no matter what I do, this logo is going to stay right here. So I'm going to center it, do whatever I like with it, and nothing bad will happen to that logo there. Same thing with the text on the bottom. Whatever I do will not affect that text on the bottom. So let's go ahead and make that ourselves. So we're going to start with an empty document. And the first thing we want to do is import some logo or the other. We're going to save this. I'm going to just, for the moment, save it to my desktop. So logo letterhead. You can call it anything you like, of course. And I'm just going to save it straight to my desktop. The first thing I do is bring in that logo. So I'm going to go to Insert, Picture. I'm going to take a picture from File. Go ahead and find a nice logo somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and take this one of these. And I usually go with one that's a medium-sized one. You have to decide what resolution you want on there. The higher the resolution, the nicer it will look, and the heavier it will be in terms of file size. And then if you take a smaller one, it'll not look quite as nice, but it will be much faster to download. So when you're sending these files digitally as PDFs or whatever, a smaller file size will make it faster. So I'm going to go with a medium-sized one that I've prepared already. There it is, nice and big. I'm going to resize it to what I need it to be. So you grab one of these little corner guys here, and holding down the Shift button will keep it the same ratio. So you can size it as you like. This is about the right size. I'm going to move it where I need it to go. That's why I have to double click on it to do that. When you double click on that image, you get this little panel that comes up, which is allowing you to put that file where you want it to go. You can also you can crop it, you can reset it, you can change the color slightly, you can correct the color, you can add all kinds of styles to it like shadows and so on. I don't think I need to do that. Maybe that's fun just for now, just a little glass shadow. You can also have a shadow underneath it, but I think I have enough stuff on here. I guess I'll just go with that glassy look again because that's what everyone's doing these days. Where'd that go? There he is. All right. So, oh, no, that's actually really ugly. So we're going to do it without the frame on it. So you have all these options, and you can just make yourself crazy with all these fun things you can do with your images. So let's go with one that we know and love. Just a plain old kind of glass. So double-clicking on this image will allow you to position it. And this is very nice because it'll wrap it as you like around the text. So we're going to put it right there at the top. Now let's say I want to get it really right at the top. So this is too much space that we're losing up here. You see all this white space. So I'm going to take this little arrow right here, and I'm going to pull that top margin up much higher, just about to there. Now make sure when you're printing this out that you have a printer that can take this kind of a margin. But most of the time when we make digital letterhead, we're not printing at all. We're just using it digitally. So now I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to make sure that it is behind the text. So that means that when I write, it's not going to be affected. Okay. So I want to make sure that it is completely separate from the text. Okay, I don't need all this stuff. I can just delete it. Okay, so we're going to put in that footer right now. View, header and footer. And it's going to open them both at the same time, which can be a little annoying, but We're not going to bother with the header. We're going to leave that off unless you want to add a name or something to it, but the logo is enough for me. So here we go. I'm going to write in the address, phone number, let's say VAT number. Some people like to have that, etc., etc. Now you can format it as you like it. I kind of like to center things. I like to have things a nice color. I like to have a funky text, a font that fits, you know, with the letterhead. This guy takes a little while to open it up, but it'll get there eventually. And you can pretty much format this as much as you want. You try to make it a little bit out of your way, but you definitely have to make sure that it's readable. I'm going to take this. This is kind of fun. And let's see here. I'm going to also move down this bottom margin because I really want it out of the way. Okay, all done. So here you are. I have my letterhead. I'm going to shrink this down so you can see it. So no matter what I do in here, this will stay where it is. And the footer, because it's embedded in the document, is also going to stay where it is. So here I am. I'm ready to go. I have my document. What I like to do is I like to put in a couple of hard returns before I save it, so I know that I open the document and I see that it's the cursor is where I want to start writing my letter. And here we go. I'm writing my letter. I can save it if I want, but in this case, I'm not going to save it like that. I'm going to set it up just the way I would like to have it look when I'm writing my letter. So go ahead and save. And you can also save it as a PDF. Just like that. Save as PDF. There you go. I say yes, it's fine. All right.